Hello my dudes, dudettes, and everything in between, and welcome back to Clive Games. We are going to start off our next episode of Final Fantasy XIV with the first level 30 guild hest. I went in as a healer. I don't know if I'm going to stick with healer or tank for these, but or not tank, DPS, but we'll see. Now this one can be a little tricky. Your main objective for this one is to... Everyone's running in, okay? Is to kill that Morble right there, Toxic Tamlin. Theoretically, it's not a very hard fight. It's a very simple fight. The problem comes with after a little bit, not very long, those bubbles right there show up and they start trying to come out. Now, you can either A, destroy them, which they're going to do apparently, or B, leave them be and try to burn down the boss really quickly. Up to you. It wouldn't help to have a middle ground. But you really do want to try and, if they end up getting to a certain distance, they spawn enemies. So just be aware that the Rotten Jam. So if they do spawn and they start coming after me, it's going to be the tank's job to grab them. I don't see any point in curing off the poison because they're just going to reapply it like super quickly. Oh, and don't touch the purple bubbles. They explode and do damage. So, just FYI. They're not doing too much damage. Eos is... I'm going to put a shield on myself. Oh, come on. Gotta burn him down quick. Come on, he's almost dead. There we go. So, it can be a little difficult if you're starting to panic. Don't panic. They don't do massive amounts of damage. So long as at least one DPS is killing them, I'm gonna give it to the Bard, because she kind of was going around and killing everything. Hey, I got all three. That is what should happen. I should get all three commendations normally. I'm not trying to be facetious or anything. I should be getting like that. It kind of irks me that I didn't get those three commendations for Hake Manor because, oh, he's new or blah blah blah, or she's trying to like, yeah, well, she's helping, but she's not exactly doing her job either too. But it's over. It's done. We're gonna move on. Go ahead and go with this instantaneous. I love healer queue times. Now, the only time I will not queue as a healer from now on for group stuff is the Alliance raid, which is our like 24-man raids, like the huge things, because only 6 healers get in, only 3 tanks get in. Tanks take forever to get into Alliance raids, but there are 15 DPS spots. So you really want to use DPS. Now this one, same deal. You want to focus down Buso, but so long as there are these blue flames up, he has a damage increase. Before I finish the rest, I'm going to put a focus target on him. He doesn't do massive amounts of damage, so there's nothing to worry about. The problem comes, like in the last one, with these ads that pop up, and the tank really has to move around to grab them. So, but still just focus down the main boss, and then if they die, they put down blue flames. I'm taking down. Oh. Oh, no, no, no. Oh, no, 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 no. That's it. That's it. Please. Um, I would focus more on getting him killed than killing the ads or dealing with the flames, because more and more ads will keep showing up no matter what. So the sooner you kill him, the sooner you're done. And they're wasting time, not giving it to the dancer, not giving it to the dancer, giving it to the bard again. I think that's the same bard from the last one. I might be wrong, but it might. Once the main boss is down, you just gotta kill all remaining ads and you're done. Alrighty. Nice and easy. Go ahead and give it to them. Oh yeah, and you get bonus XP or whatever. Alright, I'll go over that in a minute. Where's my bar? Oh, I'm still... Oh. Yeah. All three again. Boom. Alright. So, you get your Aether Flow Gauge back at level 45. Difference is, there are a couple differences. That Energy Drain, it doesn't have a long recast time. You can use it every 3 seconds. But instead of giving you Ether Flow, you use up Ether Flow. To get Ether Flow, you use the actual Ether Flow ability. This is how you used to be doing it before Shadowbringers. This is a great way for you to get your mana back. Like, this is like a great way for scholars, because this, whenever you do 150 damage, and not only a portion of the and also a portion of the damage dealt restores both your HP and your MP. So that's what you normally use it for. You'll start using Aether Flows for other abilities later on, but right now that's how you keep your mana up, and you do damage, and you heal yourself. Like, it's like a 3-in-1 thing. But let's continue on with the story. Modest proposal. Westcott has an important mission for you. Oh, I need to update my gear for my scholar. 2 highly distinguished individuals are scheduled to visit Casa del Sol in the near future, and Master Gigeru wishes to welcome them in an elaborate banquet. But while money is no object, not everything Master Gigeru desires can be so easily purchased. It is to be an extremely exotic feast, and so Clive, your mission is to seek out and obtain the rare ingredients our chief requires. Naturally, such fine dining must be accompanied with a suitable wine, and by suitable I mean the very best there is. That, however, can wait for the time being, as I believe you have enough on your plate as it is. It will be a long and arduous journey, but you need not toil alone. Many of the mercenaries who have once served under my command still live, and they will guide you in your quest. The first ingredient, I would have you travel to the South Shroud and speak with Landau at Camp Tranquil. What, do you mean to tell me you can't afford to waste time as your associate did? Adventurer, if you have not the endurance to complete this mission, how do you expect to believe you can outlast the Lord of Crags? Either do it or don't. I have work to do. I don't know how I feel about him. I get what he's saying, and I respect it. I don't like it, in regards to the fact that it's going to take longer. He's basically treating us like everyone else does, as their personal delivery boy or gatherer. Well, it's like, no, dude, like, we got stuff to do. We got the world to conquer. We got primals to defeat so we can actually harness their power. Did I go off on a binge there? Alright. But I want to make sure of something real quick. Okay. Before we hit the next dungeon, which is going to be in a little bit, it's a lot farther off than I remember. Um, we'll have to do the level 35 scholar mission so I can get sucker before we go in, because you actually get access to up to um, level 35 abilities in the next dungeon, and I want to make sure that I'm using all available abilities. But I'm not going to cut this part out. I kind of want y'all to see how... I was about to say, see how beautiful this place is, and then you have to hear that weird sound and see my weird face up there in the corner. But once I actually start getting to new content, like new stuff comes out and I start recording it, hopefully I'll be able to catch up in the story before that happens. Hopefully. And my face, my sounds, my voice will all be to die for. I promise you. I get so giddy with new content. I love new fights. I love learning them. It's so much fun. Alrighty. Go ahead and get the aetheryte before I forget. Oh, right. Oh, la la. I need to do this. So that I can choose who my pet attacks. I forgot to put that down there. Oh, no, that's Oh, this is what I'm talking about. The getting my chocobo to fight with me. Appears to have caught a sense. The unmistakable smell of chocobo clings to you, adventurer. Would I be correct in assuming you have your own trusty steed? Yes, ma'am. His name is Fluffer. Aye, I thought so. Now, tell me, is your bird battle trained? If not, you might consider seeking the advice of Luluquat over at Bent Branch Meadows. The Asgardian native is something of a prodigy in all matters concerning your fine feather friends. He should be able to help you attain greater affinity with your bird. Once we finish up the main story missions in this area, we're gonna go upgrade Fluffy. Do you require assistance, adventurer? So, this is the one who would challenge Titan. I've been expecting you, Clive. Have you now? So, you got a private area. Wink wink. The ingredient you seek is the egg of a giant adamantoise. Oh, right, that's why I'm here. The method of acquisition should be obvious. You steal it from the beast's nest, of course. Simple in theory, but difficult in execution. Most who try die in the attempt. Will I help? You get it. You amuse me. I will not jeopardize my position by openly assisting you. From me you will receive only information. What you do with it is your choice. Fair enough, I guess. Do I have it? Okay, I was like, do I have the circlet on? Lindell needs to explain a few things to you. Look, I know all about preparation. I know all about that stuff. Like, I've read. Let me be clear. This business between you and me and the captain, I would prefer not involving him. Must remain a secret. I'm down for that. See, I don't regret my time spent with the company in the slightest. Traveling the world, meeting interesting people, killing them. It was all jolly good fun. A man after my own heart. Alas, Gridanians are, by and large, an unforgiving lot. Tito here being a rare exception. She's like, I'm right here. I had to go to great lengths to ensure that I am seen as a model citizen, with no taste for drinking, whoring, gambling, and all those other activities I so dearly miss. So, understand that if you ruin my little charade by wagging your tongue, I'll fashion a noose with your entrails and hang you from the nearest heavens pillar. I'm equal parts aroused and terrified. Well, what are you waiting for? There's a perfectly good adamantoise egg in a nest to the east of here, just right for the taking. Not I expect you to live long enough to claim it. The mother never strays far from the child, and you will surely be attacked the moment you lay hands upon the egg. There will be other heroes, Clive. You do not need to challenge Titan. Abandon your quest, or your corpse will rot in this swamp. Wow, he does not have a very high opinion of me, does he? I can handle that adamantoid, my dude. And this other blue mission, that's the leather meat. Okay. That's why I didn't see the Chocobo mission in the Central Shroud, because you have to pick it up here, but I do know for a fact that we actually go to the Central Shroud to do it. So don't worry. Oh, okay, you a big boy. You a big boy. Ifrit, save me! Oh, that was okay. Okay, that was a thing. That was a thing. Okay. I see how they sped this up. Before the update where they shortened the main story quest, there was like 2 or 3 missions before this before we could even get the egg. It was pointless missions. It was really pointless missions. So I'm really glad to see that they kind of like chopped that off. Like, that's what I want to see. I thought you might have the good sense to leave this place. By your continued presence, I take it you intend to persevere to the bitter end. I'm already at the end, my dude. I got the egg. Aha, such bravery, such recklessness. That will serve you well against Titan. Leave the egg with me. I'll see that it gets to the captain. You better. You should make haste to Southern Thanalon. In Forgotten Springs, you'll find a man named Udo Noon. He will be your next guide. Safe travels, Clive. I will do that. In a minute. First, we must have Fluffer help us fight. When I first got to do this, I was so excited. He's not the most powerful companion, but he can make it go a little bit faster. I am probably going to make him put all his skills into the DPS tree in order to make the fights go faster, because you can only use them in solo stuff. Greetings, adventurer. Is there something you need? You wish to have your chocobo trained in combat? This is no small request you make. Riding your bird is one thing, making it to take hurts in your name is quite another. I'll help train your chocobo, but on the promise that you will never unduly expose it to danger. Do I have your word? Sure. You never know if I'll actually keep it, but sure. Very well. To begin, we will need a bunch of gissel grains. You have my leave to pick one from the fields yonder. Return here when you have it. Okay. Big ass gissel grains. Alrighty. Have you acquired the greens? Yep. Freshly picked. Fluffy's gonna love it. Superb. Then we shall get straight to it. Doubtless you already know this, but chocobos are highly fond of gristle greens. They love the leafy vegetables so much, in fact, they will completely forget their fears in the face of danger. I wish I loved something that much. Thus, by feeding your bird the greens, you can prevail upon it to fight beside you, and then, once called, it will be up to you to direct its actions as you see fit. Sort of true. You will find that your chocobo innately responds to a number of general commands. Give your bird an order, and it will act accordingly, and to the best of its ability. This simple yet effective methodology was developed by the Fortomp family, one of the foremost houses in Ishgard. And that concludes your lesson. Of course, it is not enough to merely hear about a practice. One must venture forth and attempt it oneself. Summon your chocobo with a bunch of gristle greens, and together make your way to Sorrel Haven. The brood ziz that prowl the area ought to be a suitable challenge for you and your companion. Put down 3 of them and return here. And lastly, by way of advice, I'd recommend you keep an ample supply of gristle greens on your person at all times. Very true. Our resident vendor will be able to provide you with as much as you can carry. Alrighty. But as he said, um, go ahead and buy a crap ton of crystal greens, just a crap ton. Because you have to use them to summon Fluffy. Items. Crystal greens. Yep, it's 3,500. That's fine. Well, you can set it to hotbar. So I'm going to set it there. And every time you do it, you get 30 minutes of fluffy time, as I like to call it, while you're inside cities, or if you're riding it, the time pauses. So make sure whenever you log out or whatever, I think it also pauses, but you have to be in a city or mounted when you log out. So make sure you do that, so you don't waste time. Because he does go away, and you don't really want it to happen in the middle of a fight, because he will just, you know, up and leave your ass in the middle of a fight if he doesn't have crystal greens. But he's actually pretty powerful once you level him up. He's not going to be as powerful as you, that's a given. But he does his fair share of combat. Hello? When did we hit you? There we go. There we go, Fluffy. And we somehow attracted a hornet swarm. I don't understand how that's possible. Oh well. Alright, now back to the dude to prove that Fluffer is now ready for combat. And Fluffy can take damage, so just be aware of that. And he's not the most wonderful tank. If you put stuff into tank, I don't think he's really capable of keeping aggro that well, so I don't really see the point of tanking. If you are playing a DPS class that has like next to no healing capabilities, you might want to put it into healing. It's not the most powerful, but it can help you keep your health up a little bit longer. DPS I feel is like just the most useful one for Fluffy, the DPS tree. So you have successfully negotiated your first few battles with your Chocobo. Well done. Yeah, he just kind of does what he wants, like me. Tell me, how did it feel? Was it not supremely reassuring fighting with your feathered companion? It was, it really was. Your Chocobo can make up for your shortcomings, or build upon your strengths. Indeed, there are countless ways the two of you might complement one another. Through some experimentation, you will come to find the approach that serves you best. Before I forget, I have one last parting gift. A saddlebag for your Chocobo. Carrying Gissel Greens about can be quite cumbersome, after all, and there should be sufficient room in for your personal belongings should you need a rise. Blah blah blah. Can't read. I pray it serves you well on your travels. Oh, I didn't realize you actually get that. What's this? Okay. That's other stuff. But he gave us access to Chocobo Saddlebag. It's an extra place where you can store things. You have direct access to it while you're outside of dungeons. While you're inside dungeons, that's another matter. I didn't. Oh, like that. You can put stuff in it, so that's useful. Like I'm gonna put the Jadalane token, Glamour Dispeller, Glamour Prisms. Nothing else really needs to go in there. And then I'm gonna go use this, see if we get a better weapon. Same thing, okay. But now, let's go back to the main story. The next ingredient we have to find is down here at Southern Thanalon. Luckily for me, I picked up the Aetheryte on the way to acquire my Aetheryte! What the heck? We just spawned, and Fluffy's like, I got this, boo, I got this. We just spawned straight into a fate. Heck no, heck no. State your business, adventurer. So this is the one Weisgard sends me. I'm the foggiest what he sees in you, and until I do, you will receive no aid from me. Materia, don't really care. I don't use materia until in-game. Nua wants you to hunt the most dangerous game. Persistent bugger. Very well, let's have a look at you. You've seen your share of battle, there's no mistaking that. And you did manage to obtain the Adamantoid's egg. However, it was not more than a display of brute force and blind courage. The Nua I once fought also believed that his strength would save him. He was wrong, and now I am none. You're a nun? Don't look at my dude. Many years ago, I joined the company of heroes to hone my skill. Instead of challenging my predecessor before I was ready, even when I was young, I understood that victory goes to the patient, the cunning, and the pragmatic. That is why I claimed my position, and that is why I still hold it, and it is why I will not help an unproven wealth. The children of the sands do not offer aid to strangers. To do so is a sign of weakness. However, if you were recognized as a skilled hunter in your own right, yeah, it would be permissible to assist you. Across the desert lies an Amaja encampment. There dwells a warrior renowned for both his strength and his guile. To even face this Amaja in battle, you must first find a way to lure him away from the encampment. This will be your test, to draw out and defeat the veteran. For this, I will offer you no advice, only this worn spear. Why, you ask? You will have to solve this riddle yourself. Now go, slay this old warrior and bring to me his necklace. Whoa, these are like huge ass. Sorry if y'all couldn't hear me, I just didn't expect to suddenly pop straight into a freaking fate. We gotta go all the way down here. Quite the trek, unfortunately. But hey, you get to see all the dunes, the dune anglers, the pretty, pretty sky, the chocobo butt. I mean, all these sights, my dudes. And I am bringing them to you. Alrighty, here we are. I was hoping they would cut this mission out too, but apparently they didn't. That's okay. It's a small fight. Just lay it down. That's it. Don't even like stick it in the ground. No, we just lay it down. Like we dropped the mic. Bing. There we go. And I'm going fast travel. Just to cut down time. They're still not dying. What is this? I thought that other player was going to take care of it. Tell me, adventurer, is our old nemesis dead? Yep. I'm murdered for you. I'm a professional assassin. It's a fine necklace. It befits a veteran of countless battles. It will make an excellent trophy. Spear? It belongs to one of his brothers. I knew when he spied it from afar he would be unable to resist venturing outside the encampment to see for himself. Did you discern my intent, or was it dumb luck, I wonder? Either way, you impress me, adventurer. I shall tell you of the ingredient you seek. Great. And it's worse. Ordino is finally willing to tell you of the ingredient you seek. A shame we did not meet when I was still in the company of heroes. You would have made a fine recruit. But no point dwelling on what cannot be. His demeanor took like a complete 180. Dear God. You have a Welwick worn time. Sandworms slither brazenly across the desert dunes, but Welwick worms are far fewer in number. Rarity breeds demand, and so their meat is highly prized and is a delicacy, regardless of the fact of whether or not it's actually, tasty, but The only way to catch your quarry is to entice it with something it cannot resist. These worms prey on the smaller creatures of the gully. A freshly slaughtered angler carcass would be my choice of bait. There is an area teeming with anglers to the east. I will mark it upon your map, along with the location where Welwick worms are most frequently sighted. Be warned, the blood will drive the worm into a feeding frenzy. If your skills are lacking, it will devour you as well. I highly doubt a big ass worm's gonna get one over on me. But it should be... I should be able to just, no? There's a difference? I'm sure just an angler versus a different angler. But okay. I mean, a fish is a fish, right? And for all my fishing enthusiasts, yes, I know, not all fish are the same. Alright, well, we just gotta kill one. This should be quick and painful. I'm dodging everything. It's a wonderful feeling. Oh, and it's not far at all. I was worried we have to travel the entire breadth and width of the desert. What level is this? 31. Or wait, hold on. Oh no, okay, no, I don't have to. No, because... Alright, never mind. I won't have to do the, scholar mission beforehand, because, it's not until the dungeon after this, the one, that we unlocked, but said we're gonna come back to later. It's not until that one where I can actually use level 35 abilities. So that's fine. That's fine. That means I get to wait till later. I'm not quite sure about when we fight Titan though. I might have to do it for Titan, but we'll see. Alrighty. Nothing like succulent worm meat. Well, look. You look well. Have you caught your quarry then? Yep. Nice and slimy. Skills as a hunter rival those of our best. I applaud your success, Clive. If your best can do that, I can only imagine what you would have to face later in the game if you were to accompany me. The meat will need to be heavily sewing before I ship it to Weisgott. Worry not, you have my word that he will receive it in time for the banquet. He must be eager to obtain the third ingredient. I regret to say that I know not of its location. For the nonce, you should return to Costa del Sol and seek Weisgott's counsel. Ah, hold a moment. Since you will be meeting the captain again soon, there is something I would like you to deliver to him for me. Okay, is that compared? That's better, yeah. Oh, we get nice little gloves. Ooh, nice, from what I can see. You're not bulky at all. I hate bulky armor, and it's just, I hate it. Wood Annoy would like you to deliver a gift to Weisgott. The captain was always fond of his brandywine. I would be grateful if you could deliver it on my behalf. I was a reckless angler youth when I first joined the company, and he would have been well within his rights to cast me out. Everything I have I owe to his wisdom and generosity. Weisgott has a firm yet fair teacher, an expert molder of men, and I suspect that I suspect that is still the case. I cannot speak, apparently. Please give him my regards, Clive. I can do that. Alright, now back all the way over to Costa del Sol. But I think that's all I got time for you guys today. I want to thank you for watching. I hope you've been enjoying my videos. But I hope to see y'all next time. Thanks, guys.